Hello, everybody. Hopefully you'll be able to hear well on this. I'm not hearing myself, but these are the new noise-canceling headphones with a mic. Hopefully the microphone is going to help until we get the laptop, which has been ordered. Thank you, M&M. It's supposed to be here no later than September 5th, guys. I'm excited. Be able to do some more graphics. And instead of just posting stuff in the community section, actually pull it up, blow it up, and let you guys see it. Recently in the community section, I just posted a copy of the land records for the Ben Hill address. Something you might want to see. So let's just get into the meat of it, because I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm pissed off. Now, I cannot... There's two agencies with acronyms. And it's really strange to me. Yes, this was a fake BS call that Candus made to get Mary all up in arms and whatever. I believe that. Mary was telling us the truth when she said that Candus called. Still wondering about this neighbor situation. Libby and I are going to address this and talk about it later, I'm sure. 6:30 p.m. I'm set. Equipment permitting, to be able to go live with True Crime with Libby. I'm going to join her. I would have joined last night, but I was at work. And I did listen in, and I heard what happened with the neighbor, and I've got some thoughts on this. I would love to know who it was that the neighbor was that contacted them. Anyway, there's so much, guys. There's two specific agencies, and it's weird that they said Boston, Massachusetts. I didn't know. I want to know how many of you guys knew that certain areas of the FBI have their offices housed in Boston, Massachusetts. Did anybody know that before this call last night? And how did Candus and Dawn know it to say it in that call? That's what I want to know. Because to me, I picked that out. Before I delve deep into it, I was watching Tiffany Marie's live. Tiffany, shout out to you. Love you. And what you're saying about the flowers, guys, if y'all go back to my videos and rewatch weeks ago, right after I did the recap of Chris's interview on the interview room with Candus, I pointed that out. I don't have the ability to pull the pictures and the screenshots and show you. But what did I say? I said, I don't know how long it's been, but I don't know of any weeds that grow that tall that fast. And those look like maple leaf shoot-offs, you know, where a maple tree drops them and they shoot up. Those take weeks. Didn't look like that ground was freshly dug in. Some of them flowers look dead. And I said that. I touched on that. I said weeks ago that was a BS story, like a time filler, and that it was easily disproven. Now, did I go as far as she did and say, why would they do that? No, I wasn't looking that way at that point. We weren't on that level yet with this. But I agree 100% with her. You guys need to go and watch that recent live that she did. It's called, Was It a Sick Game or a Crime? You Decide. That's the live. I suggest that all my subs, if you haven't watched it, that you watch it. Because she's got some great points. She also plays the thing from the Sweaty Balls people. I still have no respect to a point. I get that they're coming out now and they're saying this, that, and the other. They're saying they didn't save the conversations. They don't have the extras, whatever. I have no respect because they, like I said, they're flip-flopping like a fish out of water to where the dollar is. And I still maintain that thought process. Still do. Did a great job, though. Thank y'all getting Dawn to talk and spill tea. I've been saying that all along as well. I just don't care for... there's something... Just like there's something about Dawn and Candus that I don't care for that gives me that creepy feeling. Just like the flute player. Same with them. And that's me. That's my opinion and my thoughts and my feelings. And that's what I'm stating. No facts, no figures, none of that. Just Nita's thoughts. Okay? And it's a free country, and I'm allowed to think what I want to think, just like they're allowed to be jackholes if they want to be. Now, the meat of this video that I want to upload before I go live and before I do anything. A lot of you guys miss my videos, so I'm going to give you one right now. And if you don't like, let me give you this disclaimer right now. If you don't like it when I get pissed off and the cursey words come out, you just need to push stop and exit stage left, because it's going to happen in this one. Because I'm 38 hot, like a pistol after it's been fired with every round in it and reloaded twice and fired again. 38 hot. What kind of sick fucks are y'all? That's all I know to say. And this is to DW and CW direct. What kind of sick fucks are y'all? That's what I want to know. Your 5-year-old daughter is missing. Strangers that have never met you nor your children care more about your missing child and doing something proactive and positive to find your child than you do. Just let that marinate for a minute, folks. Now, you think it's funny. You think it's funny and cute to get effed up on whatever you was effed up on and start calling family members and telling them that somebody's going to jail and getting beat. And you name specific agencies that are beating them. Remember that. Remember that. Because that could open you up to slander, libel, and defamation of character from those agencies. So yuck that up. Is that funny? I think that's funny. I'm just amazed at the sheer lack of couth and the abundance of ignorance that I heard in that phone call. And if you guys haven't heard it, I suggest you listen to it. It's available on several different YouTubers. I don't have the ability to play it, and I haven't received the authorization from any of those. But Unmasked has played it. Tiffany has played it. If you go to the live I directed you to, she dissects it, and that's why I suggest listening to it. You can have your own opinion, but in my personal opinion, Candus is pretty effed up. She sounds drunk. Y'all know that drunk cry. You've heard, if you ain't done it, you've had a friend when you was a teenager and in your 20s, it was young, it was like that, got drunk and cried, period. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. And I don't know whether to feel sorry for these people or to want to just go and smack the holy horse shit out of them. I'm leaning with number 2, but I don't like jail. And so, unlike other people, DW and CW, that don't like prison and jail, I'm not going to do some shit to get me in there. If I don't do nothing illegal, I ain't got no chance of having to go. Hint, hint. What we want to know is, we don't care. I don't really care if the police got a couple kicks in and arrested you. I wouldn't have been upset. Maybe if while they did it, they said it was for summer, it'd be even better. Because everything, I'm with Tiffany on this, every single thing that you've done. Everybody out there, why y'all talking about Dawn? Why y'all talking about Candus? Why y'all talking about Grandma? Every single thing that you have done since day one that your daughter has been missing has been to detract from the fact that your child went poof out in BFE, Tennessee. And nobody saw or knows anything. That's exactly what you've done. Diversionary tactics from Jump Street. That's what you've done. You've done everything you can to deflect and redirect away from your missing child. And that's a damn shame. Why? What you got to hide? And why did you need to look like you dug in dirt? We're waiting. See, that's the thing. All the talking, all the bullshit that comes out of your mouth, like regurgitated shit that comes out of Dawn and Candus's mouth, none of it directly answers the real questions at hand. None of it addresses what is real. None of it addresses what is needed to be known to bring Summer home, to receive justice for your child. And we keep going in our minds, why would you do this? Why would you keep deflecting? Why would you not answer? Why would you do everything but what is needed to bring justice for your child? What is the answer to that? Why? Why? Not why, and why is Summer missing in the first place? And you know what? The answers to all those questions are answers y'all don't want us to get. Y'all don't want us to have the answers. That's my conclusion. And the only reason I can think of that is true is because those answers lead us back to you. They lead us back to you. But not you in the light you want to spin you see. You want us to see you the way you want to be seen. As the cool kids, as the fun people to hang out with and have a party. We don't see you that way, honey. There ain't no way in hell I'd come hang out at your house and have a soda or a drink. There ain't no way in hell that I would come hang out at your house and chill. Smoke a doobie or whatever. Not gonna happen. I'm not coming and smoking a filterless Camel with you. Okay? You know why? Because y'all not the type of people I like. I don't like people that find it funny to call and say somebody was arrested while the investigation is going on of their missing 5-year-old innocent child that it seems like they may have had a hand in causing to come up missing. And in everything the voices said, one thing I noticed they didn't discount. And that was Don saying that he owed money to people that might hurt him or his family. So is that true? Or was that another yuck it up lie? Don, you might not ever have to answer to us. You may never have to answer to us. But on that judgment day, on that resurrection that you've talked about, you're going to answer to Summer and you're going to answer to Jesus. Jehovah, whatever the term is, you're going to answer to your maker. You ain't going to have an option to not answer then, boo-boo. And they know the truth. You can't lie. You can't pull practical jokes. That ain't a practical joke. That's not a practical joke. That is a premeditated action to discredit someone's reputation and believability. So that when charges are pressed against you, you can say, oh, but she said this, this, and this, and it wasn't true, so this ain't true. Dawn, it ain't going to work in court, baby. Because you set it up. Duh. I keep telling y'all people, y'all should have been talking to the voices, the sweaty balls people. Y'all should have been talking to a lawyer. Because you would have known that your ass is in hot water and you're only digging yourself a deeper hole, just like you. But you know what? I want you to continue to have verbal diarrhea. And I want you to continue to talk and tell us whatever you want to tell us. You can make us look like fools and chasing our tails and running around and think it's funny and yucking it up. But at the end of the day, somebody asked you questions and identified themselves as somebody that had an office out of Boston because y'all didn't come up with that shit out your own brain. You're not that freaking intelligent. You're not as smart as you think you are. You give away clues every time you talk We don't listen to what you say. We listen to what you don't say and how you say it. And I heard somebody say that last night too, that they think the behavior panel dropped the ball on this one. I honestly don't think they did. I just think they did it too soon. I think that given their ties to law enforcement and the military and the government, that they can't say what they want to say. That they had to circumnavigate certain stuff in that video. And I think if they revisited it now, or once a semi-conclusion has been reached, that we may get a different viewpoint from them. I honestly do. I think that they were bound ethically to have different viewpoints. But what I want to say, and I know I'm skipping around like somebody with Tourette's or the little squirrel off of Ice Age, like y'all said, and I don't really care. Because I get mad when certain shit hits a certain way in my head, and I want to spit it out before I forget it. This shit was disgusting and despicable. And what you portrayed in that phone call, talking about getting your kids back and everything else, honey, do you think that helped you? You just got hurt even more. I think you might be following direction like a little dog on the chain. But that dog's leading you right up under the bus. And you're too apparently wrapped up to see it. But if nobody couldn't tell that this woman sounded straight intoxicated on this phone call, there's a problem. That wasn't just crying. That was not just crying. That wasn't even real crying. I could tell it when I heard it. There was no feeling. There was no emotion there. But it's nice to know she can turn the waterworks on like that and act like that and put on like that. That's real nice to know, ain't it? Makes sense now why reports are that the neighbors and the people in the neighborhood are saying that they would turn to her before dawn. What also is kind of strange is how Dawn is saying in the beginning on the Sermon on the Mount that he don't know none of the neighbors. He ain't never met them, but he's realized they're good God-fearing people since all this has happened, but they had never met them before. To knowing that they're drug dealers and calling them the scum of the earth, to supposedly them coming out and calling YouTubers and standing them up and making them look crazy and all this stuff. What is it, Dawn? What is the real truth? Because now we've got 97 different stories from you and Candus when she'll talk. And then another one from Grandma. And none of it don't make no damn sense and add up. Where's Summer? What happened to Summer? Where's she at? That's what the fuck we want to know. We don't care about you and the Mexican. We'll call them and tell them where to come and get you if they'll bring us Summer back. Maybe they can pimp you out and get their $20,000 that you owe them, if you do. But I hope and I pray, if you really didn't mess with them and you really did get money from the cartel and the mafia, I hope they see it. I hope they hear it. And I hope they come see you about it. Think about that, Donnie boy. Did you make them mad? Because if they wasn't before, they are now. Because you're shining a light that they don't want shined. Just saying, bruh. You may have stepped all up in it. You got some shit all the way up to your kneecap right now. And your little phone call, Mary was smarter than you thought, huh? Y'all thought you played Mary. Y'all didn't realize that she got a little wits about her and she recorded your ass. You never thought of that, did you? See, in all this time that y'all think you're so smart, little bitty-ish is escaping you. That's causing you to get caught up. And I can't wait till you get the clank clank and get hooked up. Pretty set of silver bracelets, but you only can rent them. They take them away when you get to the destination. And Dawn, you're so scared of going to prison and jail. You know, they say sometimes when you do stuff like that and you speak it, it brings it to fruition. It brings it to happen. So keep speaking it. Keep bringing it to happen. Let's all keep speaking that Summer's still alive and that she's going to come home and y'all going to get sent off. Let's hope and pray that whatever happened, that nobody had the heart to take that little girl's life and that little girl's last breath from her. That's what I'm hoping and praying. But whatever's happened to her and been done to her, I hope it happens to both of y'all tenfold. If you had any hand in it. I don't wish badness on people. But y'all sick. That's sick and twisted. That is, but see, that gives us a look into how your mind really works. Let's think about that, guys. Into how your mind really, really works. This is how you think about stuff. This is how you plan. This is how you do things. How sick is that? How insane is that? Does anybody else out there, does anybody else's mind out there work